In a bustling city, Ethan, a curious inventor, creates a machine that can communicate with the future. Late one night, the machine activates on its own, printing a message that warns, "Save the city. The storm is coming." Ethan, confused, doesn't know what storm or when it will strike. Ethan tries to ignore the cryptic message, but strange weather patterns begin to emerge. Dark clouds gather over the city, and reports of freak storms spread. He revisits his invention, desperate to understand how to interpret the warning and what exactly he needs to do. He tinkers with the machine, sending questions into the future, but receives no replies. Days later, the machine comes to life again with another message. The solution is in the past. Ethan, now more perplexed, knows he has to dig deeper into the city's history. Ethan visits the city's archives, searching for anything related to past storms. In a dusty corner, he finds old records of a massive, unexplained storm that devastated the city a century ago. The pattern of the current weather eerily matches the events from those years. As he studies the records, Ethan realizes the storm is not natural. It's tied to a powerful, ancient machine once buried beneath the city. The old machine was built to control the weather, but its purpose and how it was activated have long been forgotten. Determined to find this ancient device, Ethan follows clues buried in historical texts. They lead him to an old, abandoned part of the city, where ruins of long-forgotten factories lie hidden beneath modern streets. This is where the weather-controlling machine was once housed. Ethan finds a secret underground chamber and discovers the remnants of the old machine. Covered in dust and vines, it still hums faintly with energy. He realizes that the machine malfunctioned years ago and caused the century-old storm. Now it's about to reactivate. As Ethan examines the device, he hears footsteps. A woman named Lila appears, claiming she is from the future, sent to help. She explains that Ethan's invention sent a message to her time, warning of the coming disaster. They must work together to shut down the machine. Lila helps Ethan understand the inner workings of the ancient weather machine, but it's far more complex than either imagined. They need a special energy source, one that hasn't existed in centuries. Time is running out, and the storm is growing stronger each day. Ethan realizes his future machine might be able to generate the energy they need. He races back to his lab with Lila, modifies his invention, and builds a new power core that could deactivate the weather machine. It's risky, but it's their only hope to stop the storm. With the storm clouds thickening overhead, Ethan and Lila return to the underground chamber. They insert the power core into the ancient device, but the storm begins to rage before they can shut it down. Lightning cracks, and the machine overloads, nearly exploding. Ethan works frantically, rewiring the core, while Lila holds off the storm's fury with makeshift shields. Just when it seems the machine will destroy the entire city, Ethan successfully shuts it down. The storm immediately begins to fade, the dark clouds parting. The city, unaware of how close it came to disaster, resumes its daily life. Ethan and Lila, exhausted but relieved, stand together as the storm vanishes. The ancient machine has been deactivated for good, and the future is once again safe from its unpredictable power. Before leaving, Lila explains that her mission is over, but the future is always uncertain. She thanks Ethan and disappears into the horizon, leaving him with the knowledge that his inventions have the power to change not only the future, but also the present. Ethan returns to his lab, his mind full of possibilities. He vows to use his machine responsibly, knowing that the balance between past, present, and future is delicate. The experience has changed him, teaching him that some things are beyond control, but never beyond hope. The city will never know of the storm it narrowly avoided, but Ethan carries the weight of that secret. From then on, his work becomes about more than just invention. It becomes about protecting the future by learning from the past. He's ready for whatever comes next.